Whew, that is a great question. So, I even sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I'm equipped to answer that. But in my experience, I feel like the moments that I have felt the closest to God is when I have approached him and when I have allowed him in my brokenness and in those feelings of unworthiness, because the level that he meets me at, especially like with love and grace, and it's just that is what really transforms me. And I was talking about this with a couple people in the group, The King Will Come. We were talking about, well, what would God's response be to yet? Like how would God respond to like our prayer yet? And I just remember feeling like my brokenness was where he needed me to be at in order to reach me in the way he was trying to reach me. And I had it twisted. I was like, well, I'm so broken, so I need to distance myself from God because I can only be perfect, or I can only show up as X, Y, and Z for God to accept me and to be worthy of him. But it's so opposite. Like the Lord meets us exactly where we're at. And there's a line we ended up using in a song that we'll release in the future that kind of stemmed from this idea of just that I really love. And it's like one of my favorite lines that we've written, but it says, kind of like from the perspective of the Lord, like, I know you never wanted to be broken, but I need you to be broken to be open. And it's like that to me is what I've shifted my mindset about brokenness, is that it's openness. It's like finally allowing the Lord to get in places that we've shut him out of, or that we haven't fully let people in, specifically him in. And so I feel like in those moments when I've been broken, and I finally humbled myself and allowed myself to open up to God, that's when I've seen real transformation, and that's when healing has come. And so I would say to anyone that's feeling that way, it is valid and it is okay that you're feeling that way. You're not alone in that. You are absolutely not alone in that. But also, God is not upset about that, or he's not ashamed of that. Like he's waiting with open arms to meet you there and to actually step into your brokenness and to heal and to love and to just fill you up in ways that you might not expect. And so don't shy away from the brokenness, because I feel like God uses that. At least for me, he's used that way more than any success or um, any where I felt like top of the world or anything like that. Like, yes, I felt God in those moments, but in that brokenness, I feel like is where so much transformation and healing has come for me.